What's up, guys? Happy Thursday, and welcome to Real Talk Live with Lane and Trish, keeping you informed about real estate and other cool stuff. You know what? It's August and it's hot outside.
It is hot. It has been
super hot.
Very, very hot. I think last week, we hit some records last week.
It's crazy.
I think on the car that the temperature was showing near
like 107, 108.
Yeah, 110.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, nuts. But it's cooled off a little bit this week. Any little break in it, I will take. Yeah. So, but so. Thanks for joining us today.
Yeah.
It is Thursday. It's Thursday morning.
It is.
So our new day and time for the show is going to be Thursday mornings at 11 a.m. Central Time. So we're glad you joined us today. And make sure to mark this new time down in your calendar where we'll be joining you each week with a new topic. And we've had a really eventful last couple of weeks, haven't we?
It's been super busy. You know, we've had the Summit Awards this last weekend, and we had your birthday a couple weeks ago. So been super busy.
Yeah, survived the birthday.
Yeah, that was rough.
My 40th birthday. It was a whole lot of fun. I don't think I could have planned it as well as it went off. So that was awesome. We went to Eddie V's, I guess used to be Wildfish, and friends and family joined. And
still can't believe your dad bought that giant bottle of wine.
I know. I don't think you're supposed to buy that big, huge bottle of wine.
We all drank it. I mean, it was fine.
It was nice. It was kind of like
it was nice of him.
An Oprah moment. You get some wine, and you get some wine, and you get some wine. Everyone gets wine. But it was fun, So, and then, of course, we've been real busy with new listings and buyers. The market is busy right now. So I'll make sure I post down in the comments for the show some links to some listings that we have right now, so you can take a look at them, and we will hopefully keep getting them under contract quickly, because that just seems to be what's happening these days. So
they're moving fast. That's for sure.
They are. So we've been. What else have we been doing over the last couple weeks? We've been working a lot around the house. So
doing everything.
A project a day has been the motto.
Cleaning out the garage, working on the downstairs patio.
Yes.
Gosh, endless.
You know what else we did? And it's amazing how quickly things can kind of just start needing to be done and start snowballing in a house. But we went through the entire house and replaced every single light bulb that needed to be replaced.
There's a lot of light bulbs in this house. I was actually pretty surprised.
Yes, we had to find a really tall ladder for some of them. We had to make several trips to and from Home Depot because we bought the wrong light bulbs for some of them. But
several times.
The house is bright now, so
it is.
we are not in the dark anymore. So. And then we're planning on a lot of big things coming up, aren't we?
What do we have? We've got Scottsdale coming up.
Well, next week we have a big event on the 9th. Thursday the 9th here in San Antonio, we've got an EXP. It's kind of an EXP event, but it's open to all agents. It's open to affiliates and stuff like that. Basically, we're going to have a couple top executives from EXP here in San Antonio, and they're going to be going over kind of just what we're seeing in the market right now, in the industry, as far as disruptors and trends and things
technology
like that.
And things like that. So it's going to be a lot of great information. I'm really super excited about it.
It's at the Omni Hotel here, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Thursday the 9th. We do have a few tickets left. I know we are going to probably sell out this event, but tickets are only $25, so not expensive at all, and definitely worth it. There's going to be some great content and obviously some great networking and stuff. So I'll post a link to the event as well in the comments if you're interested in that. You can always reach out to, we may have a few extra tickets we could pass along your way to some agents, but let me know, and we can definitely help out with that. And then the following week, hopefully we're going to be in Scottsdale for the first time. I can't believe.
Yeah, I can't believe we've never been there.
We travel. We've gone a lot of places, and somehow or another, Scottsdale has we've never made it to Scottsdale. So I'm excited. I hear there's lots of fun stuff to do. Now, it is even more hot there than it is here.
Yeah,
they broke a record last week too. I think Phoenix hit 116 last week, and the record was 115. So
I thought it was bad here.
Yeah,
but it's a different kind of heat, though. It's more
we're going to be prepared for that. So I think we'll definitely spend some time out by the hotel pool. But
a lot of time by the hotel
I would love your suggestions. If you have been to Scottsdale, if you know of anything fun we should do, anything we should check out, maybe a good restaurant or somewhere we should go, post in the comments. Let us know. We would love to get your suggestions for some things that we can do while we're in Scottsdale. We're only going to be there a few days. I think 3 or 4 days. But we'll be getting out and about and checking out some stuff.
It'd be nice just to get away for a little bit, though.
So there's going to be a bunch of us from EXP there, and we're going to have a couple days of really good content and stuff that we're going over, and then we will have some free time also. So hit us up in the comments. Let us know what we should do. And then what else? What's that you got over there? What's that red shiny thing you got over there?
This thing's it's Ferrari 458.
That's Ferrari, and we have the Ferrari out to remind you that the Ferrari Kid Annual Gala is coming up. It's in October. You are definitely going to want to go. This is a not to be missed event. It's our biggest event of the year. Usually right around 500 people in attendance, and I mean it's everything from live auction, silent auction. It's seated gala. There's dinner. There's everything. So it's an amazing event.
You don't want to miss this one.
It's always great to see everyone come together and get together, learn more about the charity and the organization, but then also of course raise funds to help support everything the charity does throughout the year to help put smiles on kids' faces. So. I will post a link. I'm going to be posting lots of links. So we've got lots of stuff to share with you guys. So I will
get ready.
Post a link for that in the comments. But of course, you can always reach out to me too. I am the vice president of the board of directors with Ferrari Kid Organization. So I'm very involved. And I'm actually heading up the the silent auction committee this year too. So fun. It's a lot of work. But we always have a great result from the items and stuff we get from the silent auction. So just let me know if you're interested in helping in any way with that, or if you want to get tickets or get a table, just let me know. So, and then let's just jump right in. What's today's topic? Today's topic, we're going to go over 6 mistakes to avoid when selling your home. Now, obviously, there's more than 6 mistakes you can make. It's a process. But here's 6 of some of the top things we see that can really affect the sale of your home and make either the process a little more difficult or make you end up with a little less money at the end. So we're going to go over 6 different things to try to avoid if you're looking to sell your house. So the first one, we'll jump right in.
Not preparing your home properly for presentation.
Yeah, not preparing properly. And when I say presentation, that's a couple different things. So presentation obviously is going to be when you are having showings on the house. And so you want it to be show ready. And a lot of people understand that you do live in the house, but there's a lot of things you can do to get it more prepared for those showings. And then, of course, prepared for photos. So photos are important, and you want it to capture it in its best so that when buyers or potential buyers see it online, because let's face it, that's where 90% of them are going to see it first.
Yep, your first showing's online.
Yeah, first showing's online. So getting it set up and ready for photos and preparing, there's a lot of things that goes into that. So you hear a lot of people say depersonalize or declutter. It's actually really important because when people walk into a house and they're trying to figure out, is this somewhere I can live? They'll get real distracted by your personal items and your stuff.
Yeah, a lot of people really can't see past your personal items, and it just completely distracts them.
Yeah, and when they leave and when they go home and they think, oh my gosh, I walked through 5, 6, 7 houses, and half the time they don't even remember features about the house, and they're kind of stuck. Oh, that one that had the photo of whatever, so they'll get stuck, or the one that had all the toys over there. So it's the kind of thing that you're going to be moving anyway if you're selling. So packing up stuff and getting it boxed up and put away is best. So you've been through model homes, I'm sure, at some point, or seen photos in magazines. That's kind of the goal we're going for. So you want it to look like a very nicely decorated hotel room.
Yeah.
So, but then also, staging is important, and sometimes a professional stager is a really good option for that. But at the very least, even getting a consultation and figuring out how to position furniture to make the rooms look, maximum size and things like that is really important.
Now there's even things like virtual staging, other things like that you can do that where you don't actually have to stage your home.
There is, yeah. And virtual staging, I absolutely love for vacant,
pretty amazing,
especially for vacant properties, because it's amazing how much of an impact it has to showcase the rooms, with appropriate furniture and stuff that looks good for what people would like these days and stuff. It makes a huge
And when it's done right, you can't even tell that it's not actual furniture. It's kind of scary.
It's scary.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
We like to play a little game when we go through photos on MLS. We go real or virtual, and sometimes you can't tell, which is a good thing. That's what you want.
Yeah.
Also, sprucing up curb appeal. So you want it to look nice. As people come up to the house for the first time, you want that first impression.
That's their first impression.
In person to be awesome. And so little things go a long way. Obviously, have the grass, cut, but fresh mulch, a few fresh flowers, things like that goes a really, really long way. And then don't neglect the backyard either, because we spend a lot of our times in our yards. When you've got kids and animals and things like that, people want to see that they're going to be able to enjoy the space. So showcasing it, in a little pop of color. I always like, to say it goes a long way as well. So if you've got patio furniture or something, adding a couple, colorful throw pillows or an umbrella with the patio, table, stuff like that really, really looks
goes
nice.
A long way.
Yeah, it goes a long way. And then also too with your getting it ready, I always say take a look at those things that could be fixed ahead of time. So there's maybe some minor cosmetic issues or maybe major, if it's something that's going to be an eyesore or something is going to have to be fixed down the road, or that is going to probably show up on an inspection report. Get those things done ahead of time if you can, because you want there to be as little as possible that makes the potential buyer feel like they're going to have to do when they move in.
Yeah, it's just one more thing they have to do, and if too many things just add up, they start, reconsidering the property completely.
Exactly. The more turnkey, and obviously you'll have some buyers that are looking for something that they accent walls and things like that is definitely not a bad thing, but keeping it to neutral palettes and stuff
you don't
is
want to
usually
have extremes
recommended.
in there. So.
Yes, and a lot of times we see in kids' rooms too. They're going to be decorated for the children, which is awesome. But sometimes it can be a little overboard for what the potential client's looking for. So if there's a whole lot of stuff on the walls, or if every single thing in the room is Batman or whatever, tone it down just a little bit. It will actually help the home sell more quickly, and then you can move all that stuff over to the kids' new bedroom. So
yeah, exactly.
So that's number one. Now number two kind of hinges right off of number one.
That's not using professional photos.
Yes,
it's a big one.
Professional photos are a must. So there is no denying, and you can look at example by example of different photos. As far as this one was an iPhone, this one's professional, this one is whatever, a Polaroid. Some of them literally, I see photos on MLS that look like they're no better than a Polaroid.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
That's a no-no for sure.
Yep.
And like we said, people are looking online, so you've got to have that first online showing, showcase the house in the absolute best way that it can.
Yep.
So having a really great photographer take really awesome photos. They will usually digitally retouch them just a little bit, not going overboard, but adding it, the proper lighting and things like that.
Getting the right angles, the proper lighting. Yeah. So much goes into it. The editing.
I know with every single listing we do, doesn't matter what price point it is, we hire a professional photographer. We use one of the absolute best photographers, but professional photography on every single one. If you happen to be working with a real estate agent who's not going to be doing the professional photos, I highly recommend footing the bill for that and making sure that you've got professional photos. You can usually get really good ones anywhere from about $150 to $300, depending on the property size and your area and things like that. So
it's an absolute must. I mean, that's how your property is going to be represented.
It is a
online,
must.
so
a few $100s, and hopefully your agent's paying for it, because
hopefully
it is something that a lot of agents do and should do, but it's a must,
and kind of their job, right?
It is going to help get top dollar for the property. So it's a very good return on investment. And then number three is probably one of the biggest mistakes we see. Okay, and
that's setting the price too high.
Yep. We are in a seller's market, and so we luckily, sellers are getting top dollar for their properties right now when they're showcased correctly and marketed correctly and stuff. So, but when it comes to your agent will run a market analysis, see what's been selling in the area, see what's on the market as far as current competition, and then even in a seller's market, the best strategy is to price it right at market value. You can maybe be a tiny bit above depending on where the competition is, but you want to create that buzz for the property. You want there to be a fear of losing the property, and that's where you see when people get into multiple offer situations or even bidding wars and things like that. It's literally because they're afraid they're going to lose the property. They know it's priced right. They know it's worth the price that it's listed at, and they know that there's going to be plenty of other buyers who will want it at that price. So pricing it above the market and having that strategy of, well, if it doesn't sell in a certain amount of time, then we'll lower it, and then you're essentially just kind of chasing the market down, is a very bad strategy. Okay, so
and what's that saying?
Oh, so the saying is price. Let's see if I can get this right. Price may not always be the problem, but price is always the solution. So we don't want to have to be lowering the price because we priced too high, and we don't want to have to be lowering the price because or not being able to price it where it should be because of we didn't take care of number 1 and number 2 on this list.
Right.
So everything comes to the price is going to be reflective of where the property condition is and how much you prepared to get it on the market and how well the photos are, but price is price.
Yeah, everything kind of works together.
We can't dictate the market. It is what it is. So pricing a house above market and then trying to find that sweet spot is a dangerous way to do it because your first couple weeks on the market are going to be your
it's where you're going to have the most exposure.
Your top
most
time
eyeballs
when
will
you're
be
going
on
to
the
get
property at that
exposure.
time.
Yeah, because if you've got buyers that have been looking for a while and they haven't found what they want, they're waiting literally every day for new properties to hit the market. And so when it hits, you want everything to be in place.
Right.
Yeah. And then number 4, what's number 4?
Making your house hard to show.
Making it hard to show. So this is important. I mean, obviously, for people to get in and look at your house, you're going to be having showings on the property. It is best to figure out how to be as flexible as you possibly can with that.
Yep.
And we know everyone's got different situations as far as their work schedules, their family schedules, when kids are home, when they're not, when you're home, when you're not.
But I mean, the idea here is to get the house sold. I mean, it may be a little bit inconvenient to have people coming in and out of your house, but I mean, what's the overall objective?
Just try to have the mindset going into it for those, hopefully just for the first several weeks or first month, whatever it is with the time it's going to be on the market, that maybe you aren't as restrictive with the showings. You find different things to do. Have the house as show ready as you can, as much as you can. Try not to put too many time restrictions as far as 24-hour notice, things like that. Maybe you can put it on there, but also allow for exceptions because if you've got someone who's driving around the neighborhood with their agent and for some reason they didn't see the house online or they had not put it on their list and they're seeing other houses and they see yours, you may get calls wanting to show it.
They want to see it
pretty,
right then,
pretty
usually.
quickly. Yeah. So be flexible, as flexible as you can with that. And one thing that we see a lot of issues with as far as scheduling is pets. So everyone's got their pets. We get it. They're part of the family too.
Yep.
But they can really hinder showings.
Yeah, they
and
can
so
derail it.
yeah. So I always recommend if you can try to have arrangements for the pets. Maybe have them stay at a relative's house or a friend's house if that's possible during the time that you're going to have the house on the market. If not, at least make sure that when you're leaving for the day that you've made arrangements as far as a certain space they're going to be in.
Put them in a crate or something.
Whether it's pretty hot outside, so having them outside all day is not really smart right now. But if you've got some sort of crate or a specific space with, just make sure that you're paying attention to that. If you're not going to be home throughout the day, and easily take them with you. Now, if you're leaving when a showing's going to happen and you've got the ability to take the animals with you, do that. Get them out of the house, and then that way the potential buyers coming in don't have to worry about potentially letting them out or not being able to go see a certain space of the house because the animals are locked in there. So it's just something to keep in mind. And then not only should pets not be in the house during showings, we're going to jump to number 5 because number 5, there's someone else that shouldn't be there for showings. You.
Exactly.
So no hanging around.
No hanging around the house while there's a showing.
We understand that you know the house well and that you may feel like, hey, it'd be a good idea for me to be there and I can talk to the potential buyers and tell them all the awesome stuff about the house.
Never a good idea.
It's not a good idea. So buyers actually get really uncomfortable when the sellers are home. So, and I don't blame them. They're in there again, like we said, trying to figure out if they can live there. And having a stranger, which is what you are, you're the seller, but they're kind of following them around or lingering over in the corner while the buyers are looking at things. They get real uncomfortable. And in all honesty, I've been with clients when the sellers were there or a tenant was there, and they get uncomfortable and they literally want to get in and out of the house as quick as possible.
And it can kind of derail what the buyer's agent's doing with their whole process too. So it can really mess up the entire sales.
Yeah. So definitely recommended to figure out, how to be out of the house during showings, and even if you just have to pop in the car and go run an errand, or, I've seen sellers circle the block several times.
Oh, yeah.
And you can kind of see them creeping around the house
See
if they're still there.
What's going on.
But just keep in mind, you want the buyers to feel comfortable there. So get up, get out, hopefully get your pets out if you can, and give them enough time to get in there and really, see themselves in the house.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and then number 6, which is going to be our last one for the day, is going it alone. Yeah, you don't want to do this process without a professional helping you.
Right.
And I know some people, they're either saying, hey, we're in a seller's market, this is going to be easy, or I've sold homes before, and it's not a difficult thing to do. It's like with any other big thing that you're doing. You want to work with a professional, you know what I mean? So you want someone that's going to be there to help you market it correctly, to help you see what's going on in the market as far as the comps and that kind of stuff. And
most people do use an agent. I think it's like 89% of sellers used an agent.
Yeah, for 2017, 89% of homes sold were sold with the help of an agent. So, and like with for sale by owners, I think it's like 17 to 22% higher prices that you get.
That an agent can actually get for you, rather
than selling it on your own.
Yeah,
so the cost
just makes sense,
is well made up with what you get. I mean, the cost of using an agent is well covered by what a good agent can bring back in return on the property.
Yeah,
so
plus you're saving time too. I mean, all those mistakes you're going to make trying to go it on your own. So it's
exactly. And
it.
the initial part as far as photos and marketing and getting it under contract, that's just the first part. So there's a whole lot of other things that have to happen from contract
behind
to close,
the scenes you don't see all the things that happen.
So plus you don't want to have to be there sitting there waiting to let people in all the time and things like that, and not knowing who the people are when they come in. Are they qualified? Are they creepy?
It can be a security risk, for sure.
You never know. So those are our 6. So like we said, there's other things, but our 6. So basically, number 1, not prepping or not preparing the home for presentation. Number 2, not getting professional photos. Number 3, setting the price too high. Number 4, making the home difficult to show. Number 5, hanging around. And number 6, going it alone. Yeah, so those are kind of some of our top 6 things. And a lot of people this time of year too, they think, oh, well, summer's almost coming to an end. It's August. We've got school starting back in a few weeks. Maybe it's not the time. Maybe I missed the summer selling season. But depending on your market, obviously too, and I know where we are. I mean, we stay really, really strong through these next several months. And in fact, when we see, kids go back to school, we actually see a lot of the refocus go back on things like, home purchases and stuff.
Yeah, a lot of people get back out in the market and start looking for homes again once the kids get back to school.
The summer vacations are over,
Yep.
schedules are all back to normal, so it's one of those things that, we're still definitely in a great time to sell. We're still in a seller's market.
Yeah.
There's still less inventory out there right now than there is buyers.
Yeah, and we're getting tons of showings on all of our listings.
Over the next few months too, we see a lot of military relocations to San Antonio as we get into third and fourth quarter. We also see a lot of corporate relocations. Yeah, with companies bringing executives and other employees here, wanting to get them all acclimated and set up and ready to go for the start of the new year. So it is still definitely a very, very good time to sell.
It is. Especially in San Antonio.
Yeah, it is. So obviously we would love to help with any questions that you guys have with any of that.
Yep.
And I'm thinking, we hit a little bit on for sale by owners. Why don't we go ahead and say next week, why don't we do a whole session?
Do a whole show.
Our whole show on for sale by owner information. So just different things you can look at if you're looking to possibly sell on your own, and kind of things that'll come up through the process and things like that. So tune in next week. Again, it will be Thursday, 11 a.m. Central, for our For Sale by Owner show. And as always, if you need anything, you can always reach out. You can reach out directly to 210-771-5263, which is my cell phone. And we would love to help with just any questions that you have, or if you're looking to buy or sell or anything like that. We'd love to kind of go over your specific details and see what the best options are for you and how we can help.
Yep.
Yeah, so until next time,
Keep it real.
and keep moving.